And yes, we will be live in 30 seconds. Hang on. Hey, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. It's tea time. I am sorry that things happened a little bit later today due to technical difficulties beyond my control. Seriously, when you rely on technology, technology is a gift. I love it, but sometimes it just fails you. And please excuse my throat. Excuse me. How's everybody doing today? I hope that this live show finds everybody doing well. I'm going to head over to the comment section. Hey, good morning, Sharon. How you doing? How's everything? Okay. You know, I kind of felt so badly about yesterday because, again, of a technical situation. It just didn't work out, and we had to cut the show a little bit. So I figured, have a cup of tea with me. I didn't set the timer today, so maybe it'll be 15 minutes, maybe it'll be 18 minutes, you know, no restriction on this one today. And what we wanted to do yesterday, Steve Young wanted to point out something, and then he had a technical issue, perhaps on his end as well. We are just not sure. So don't know what happened, but he wanted to mention a very important point about price comparison, because we were talking about nuts, you know, about price comparison of nuts. And by the way, can you hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me. Hey, Long Run, how you doing, guys? I have so to catch up on so many people's videos. So if I'm like a little bit lagging, I try to keep up with all of them. But sometimes it's just like, you know, let me know if you can hear me, okay? That's really important. I know that's unprofessional, but I still have to ask it anyway because they feel like I'm talking to the air. But anyway, so I wanted to mention that important point that Steve wanted to elaborate on, that the cost of walnuts versus pecans, if you're going to use that in any recipe, guess what? The walnuts come out a lot less expensive, which I didn't really know that, which is a really cool thing. Hey, Adam. Oh, good. How you doing, Adam? Adam, you're just one of the nicest people ever. Thank you so much for your kind comments. It's really nice communicating with you all the way from Wales, mind you. Talk about flattered. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Aw. Yes, you do understand. Yes. Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm telling you, everyone, fellow YouTubers, I love all of your videos. I wish I used to say 35 hours in a day. I wish I had 45 hours in a day because the talent that is out there is absolutely outstanding. You know what I'm drinking today? Something a little different. I'm having mint tea. And, you know, sometimes you just like feel like a little bit of mint in your tea. It's just a nice refreshing break from Joe or just regular boring plain tea. So this is really good. Hope you have your tea ready. So I want to talk to you today, while I have a couple of minutes, about alternative dessert ideas for Thanksgiving. Now, I did a little research, and the stuff I saw, this is about cannoli cream. How many people out there enjoy cannolis? What's your favorite part of it? Probably the cream, right? And if you're not familiar with cannolis, it's an Italian pastry, and it has just the most wonderful cream in it. Now, some people get really creative with their cannoli cream. They make cannoli cakes. Some people even make cannoli cream dip. And this is the thing that I want to talk to you about. But let me get to the comments a second. Adam, you're drinking coffee? Okay. All right. So let's do this, Adam, at the same time. Cheers. From here to there. There you go. You got your water ready. You're right. Oh my gosh, that's really good. You want to know something? I need to drink more water. actually have to like remind myself, Jan, drink more water. I should pencil it in my notes. Jan, you must drink water. I don't know. In the summer, I crave the water, but once the weather gets like chilly, I don't crave it as much. But I guess that's because I'm not, needing it as much. But the truth be told, we all need water all the time, right? Okay, very, very good. So anyway, getting back to this alternative dessert idea. And Sharon, I think we touched upon this idea that you do this with the cannoli cream. Like you make like a little dip out of it. Really, really cool. So I take zero credit for this. And this recipe comes from this video. And by the way, I should give everybody a second or two to get a pen if you're interested in jotting down the recipe for the cream, for the cannoli cream. Okay. So that should take about a second or so. And also, if you want to, you could always, come back to this video. It'll be available on playback. So if you're just on it live, you can always catch it on playback. Okay, so assuming that you're interested and assuming you have a pen or you just want to hear about it, basically what you need to make the cannoli cream recipe, you need 2 pounds of whole milk ricotta cheese. Now there's a specific one that is the best quality to make. I think it's called ensalada or something like that. If you don't have that one, get the regular ricotta cheese and keep it overnight over a cheesecloth and let it drain out to make it more condensed. Okay, that's how you're going to get the best effect of this. Okay, so the 2 pounds of whole milk ricotta cheese and 1 3/4 cup of confectionery sugar, powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of almond extract. Love almond extract. 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chip morsels, the mini ones. Okay, so basically what you're doing is you're going to take your wooden spoon, you're going to fold everything together. You're going to let that sit in your fridge a little while, about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Let all the flavors marry. And then you have your dipping thing. So therefore, this is where you get creative. You could either buy the hollowed out, the cannoli shells and just, insert the cream there. Or you could get cookies, like, for example, vanilla wafers. Or you can do this and get these, like, like those wonton wrappers, like when Chinese food, those wonton wrappers. Those are very handy. You could just like cut them in triangles. And what you do is you give it a light fry, like a shallow fry. It cooks up really quickly. It gets crispy up. So you just put it around your serving bowl and you have your cannoli cream dip. You could use the cannoli cream, like I said, on cakes or insert it into the shells. I heard of a person that used to take, remember Stella D'Oro cookies? I don't know if that still exists. These hollowed out little pastry puff shells. And the person would put the cannoli cream in that. So it sounds really good. Hey, Steve, how you doing? You want to mention a couple of pecan alternatives where you can use, right. Okay, cool. All right, cool. That would be really, really good. So you know what? When you come back on Thanksgiving Day, we could go over that, the alternatives. Or maybe we could do another live show between now and Thanksgiving, a short one, so you could discuss that because I know it meant a lot to you to do that. So yeah, and that's the beauty part. You can obtain these things. I believe that as far as pricing goes with walnuts, for example, that the ones that are still in the shell, I understand that they may be less expensive, but you have to ask yourself, are you really in the mood of like taking a nutcracker, going through that whole rigmarole? Sometimes you just have to pay for a little bit of convenience. So that's really it. So let me know who out there likes to eat cannoli. Just curious. Anybody out there enjoy cannoli and other dessert alternatives? Here's the thing with Thanksgiving Day or any holiday or any special occasion. Try to find shortcuts to make your life easier. Oh, wow. You're right, Steve. A good $3 difference, give or take. $3 is significant. That's like, oh, hello, Walt. How are you today? Yes, things are well with myself and my family. Thank you. Except I had a lousy night's sleep, but that's besides the point. I don't know. Let's talk about sleepless nights. I took a really long nap at the wrong time. For example, from 8 p.m. till like 12:30, 1 o'clock, and I just could not fall back to sleep. So I feel like sort of like a grumpy old Monday morning bear cat. That's why this comes in ultra handy. Let's have some more tea. Oh my gosh. Everybody take a tea break. Is there anybody on vacation this entire week? Did you start your vacation yet? I have to make some phone calls to some loved ones because you know what happens? Sometimes the holiday comes around and then it comes and goes. Like, wait a minute, I really meant to call so and so, but it didn't happen. Oh gosh. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, so let's see what's going on with the comments. Adam, recently, don't sleep. Yeah, me too. Ever since we changed the clock, ever since we did that 1 hour back a few weeks back, it's like, I don't know, my nights and days are mixed up. It's miraculous that I'm not falling asleep over this live show. No, no, but what woke me up was the technical problems we were having with, trying to get the show on. I was like, oh no, I hate to be late. My father, bless his heart, I'm going to mention him a second. He was an absolute stickler about punctuality. If my father had to meet anyone, he'd be there at least 10, 15 minutes early. My father was always on time, never ever late. He couldn't stand lateness. I can only imagine him looking down from heaven going, Jen, you better hurry up. It wasn't me. It was a technical issue beyond my control. Some things are beyond my control, Dad. I'm sorry. But I do agree and I do respect other people's time because everybody's time is very valuable. Sharon, give you a waffle cone. Thank you. Thank you. I knew there was a trick and you had mentioned it to me recently. Sharon Jackson said in reference to the cannoli cream, give her a waffle cone and fill it with cannoli dip. Yeah. Walt says, what? You dreamt it was Christmas Eve day 2020? Maybe you're in a hurry to get 2020 over with. I think many people will concur with you on that one. This has not been the most favorite year either. So that's why we need to remain positive and surround yourself with positive, like-minded people. And really the best advice I could give anyone is don't let it be all that thing all the time on the news, the negative information, waking up. Did you ever notice that about the news? You wake up, the news is on. You go to bed, the news is on. And you like the last thing you're like thinking about is like horrible stuff. I just heard some horrible news of certain events in Brooklyn and stuff. I mean, just very absolutely negative information. So let me see here. One of your old pals named Walt was always, yeah, I heard about him, Walt. You told me about him. Keep in mind 2021. Oh, please, no, Steve, don't say that. I hope you're wrong. Okay. Okay, so Joel and Christy say that cannolis are not as prevalent in the South. I think I've had a few in my lifetime. I do have a cannoli dip recipe and it's delicious. So I would say I love cannoli. Holy cannoli, all right. They're really a good treat. And it's just like not everyone really loves apple or pumpkin pie, or some people just, in my life, growing up, in that culture, Italian culture, because, my parents and everything, I mean, every Sunday was pastry time. That was like, cannoli was just like when you like brush your teeth. I mean, I'm just saying that it was just a normal part of our life all the time. Adam, the news is on constantly and most of it negative. If somebody decided to do a positive news show, I really wonder how many would watch it. Think about that for a second. Oh, positive news. No, people flock to, and I love when it says breaking news. Did you ever notice a trend lately? Everything is breaking news. There was a time when breaking news was just that, truly and really breaking news. breaking news. They put it in red and white, so you like run to your screen. Oh, what's this breaking news? And it might be something you heard 15 times already. It is business. I mean, they want views. Think about that for a second. But do we have to subject ourselves as the vessel, the recipient of that negative information constantly? It's really not a good thing. It's just not a good thing. Okay, who says stop? Wait a minute. Adam, so recently you stopped watching live news as it really affects us. I like that. Good for you. Steve, cannolis are sold here at Publix. Holy cannoli, go get some. Walt, remember the story of Elvis shooting his TV? I don't want to talk about that. Walt, you bring up the most crazy stuff. And I'm only saying this because I know you personally. No, I don't remember that story. Ugh. I don't want to remember that story. But, this is what I do love. And before I go in a few minutes, wait a minute, I need more tea. Take another sip, everybody. We'll sip simultaneously. There you go. All right. There are things in life we can control. There are things in life we can't control. Therefore, hang on to the things you can control and control it. If negative news makes you feel horrible, don't watch it. If putting on your favorite music makes you feel elated, go for it. Take that walk. Do whatever it is, especially now. Now, let's get back to the holidays for a second. Okay. There are many things that are going to be different this year. So let's call it different, right? Our shopping habits, our visiting habits. All right. Different. But who's to say that you can't hang on to the things that you still can do? Figure that out. For example, every single year, it's my tradition, the day after Thanksgiving, while everybody else will be running normally Black Friday shopping, not me. My tradition are the following. Put up my Christmas decorations, listen to my Christmas music, write out my holiday Christmas cards. That's my tradition. And guess what? This monster virus doesn't change that. I still get to write out my cards. I still get to decorate. You see where I'm going with this? So hang on to the traditions that cost you hardly anything, that mean a lot to you, and you still can do. Just don't sit around listening to this. I mean, sometimes it could be to some people sort of a weird entertainment. Oh, what's he going to say today? Talking about certain thing. Go sip some apple cider. Put on the music. Take out the garland. That song was written for a reason. That we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Adam, by the way, Jan, wait a minute. This definitely requires my glasses. By the way, Jan, something about saving money because I stopped watching live TV. Therefore, I don't have to pay TV. Yeah. You're so 100% right, Adam. I have to tap this one. There you go. Okay, very true. That's where you could definitely save a bundle on your, just snip out the cable, get rid of the cable. I mean, how many times you can negotiate your bills, but we'll talk more about that like towards the beginning of the year. Leisure. Oh, hello, Leisure. Hello, I'm going to miss Candle Day at Bath and Body Works most. We are locked down and they are non-essential business. I'm sorry. Is there anything that you can do like to recreate that? Hey, W. Sue, how you doing, girlfriend? No, Leisure, getting back to 1 second. If you can replicate that event or whatever, I don't know what that event is, Candle Day, I don't know what that is, but it sounds cute and it means a lot to you. If you could duplicate that somehow at home, go for it. Get creative. That's right, W. Sue. Yeah, what is that thing? That word's a dinosaur anyway. Cable is really actually a dinosaur. The way to go is with streaming. Yeah, I know. I should really like look into it myself. I have to check out a few things myself. So what's this? Wait, we have to roll this back. There's a comment. Walt, the last time you went Christmas shopping on the day after Thanksgiving was 1998. You took your mother to Coles and to Borders. Coles is still in business. Borders is defunct. So is Sears. Yes, the changing times, my dear. The changing times. You don't online shop, cheap prices on cans. Okay. Well, how about, I mean, like, are you close to like a Dollar Tree and stuff like that? Or just find another activity that brings you joy. Steve, get a Fire Stick or Roku. You know, my TV is a smart TV and has Roku built into it. I need to revamp. I definitely need to revamp, because really. But getting back to the holiday thing, so basically it's this: take charge and control of the things you still can do. Do you enjoy baking? Go for it. You like making cookies? You like packing cookies? Making gift baskets? Whatever the joyful thing that brings you and your family joy, go for it. Stop focusing on the things that we're told not to do for our health and safety, but focus on the things you can do within the limited parameters, or just reinvent it. Get creative. This is our golden opportunities, every single one of us, to get creative. I really mean that. I really do. More messages. Very nice. Wait, let me see. You only have broadcast, no Hulu, no Netflix. Well, you have Jan from New York City saves money. Just saying. No. Walt, you still listen to the good old radio. Good point. This one has to, okay. Walt mentions, and he's a friend of mine, so I know him, and he loves his radio. Yes, you like to listen to those oldie stations and all that thing. And that's something you could do. How inexpensive is that? Turn on your radio. Listen to the sounds of the season or your favorite genre of music. For me, no music means no oxygen. I really, honestly, I could live without TV. But take away my music, I'm in deep trouble. So let's see, new comments. Okay. You just saw a live stream of world-class ice dancers practicing at a rink in Montreal. Yes, YouTube is amazing. Looking back at YouTube, for example, there was a time that I only referred to YouTube for music. Let's say 5 years ago, okay? But then someone told me, Jan, if something is broken, before you get rid of it, check out on YouTube if there's a way to fix it. And then I found out in a hurry, practically anything that needs repair or some like interesting advice, you could find the video on. I love tapping on that sound and you hear that sound of approval, like, yep, there's a video for it. I love that. I really, really do. Let's see what else Walt has to say. Oh, Steve, radio isn't what it used to be. Give you the days of 45s and reel to, oh boy, Steve, and you have those reel to reels, those are wonderful. And 45s, there's nothing like the sound of vinyl. Cracks, dings, warpness, perfection. That's the way I like it. You got some Beach Boys, Walt? Christmas sounds playing now. Okay, cool. This is what I'm saying. Do the things that you can do. Work with it. Usually it's not expensive. And make an event. Don't just pay for events. Be the event. Have a Frisbee toss in your backyard. Heck, if I had a backyard, that's what I'd be doing. Right now, my local playground is my backyard. And it's not much to speak of. Just saying. So those that are blessed with a backyard, get out there. Utilize it. Just saying. Well, anyway, I'm just going to mention one more point before I go. One more sip. Never, ever take on a woe is me attitude in life. I don't like that. I can't. You're taking my rights. Okay. Maybe some things we have to just have to swap out for the greater good. So just be patient and work with the things you can, and don't wallow in self-pity. Self-pity is very stressful. It will cost you some night's sleep. It's bad for your health. Take action, and be constructive. Okay. So let's see. Oh, okay. I'll stick around. This is a good opportunity to remind you that again, 1 o'clock on Thanksgiving, if you're available, and we're inviting ourselves into your home, Steve and I, we plan to go live on Thanksgiving, and there's going to be some trivia questions, and you'll be seeing me sitting here sipping my hot apple cider, which I can't wait to have. And I'll just put a little bit of cinnamon in there. I love hot apple cider. Anybody else a cider drinker besides me? I look forward to that in the holiday season. Walt, last night you listened to WNCX. Little Steven Underground Garage had a radio show related to Thanksgiving and birds and poultry. Aha! Okay, thank you for the reminder of that. I'm going to look right in the camera. Not everyone is blessed this year to be able to get that turkey. Not everyone can even get a chicken. This is the time of the, I'm always mentioning food pantries, food banks. Find it in your heart to try to find a way to brighten someone else's Thanksgiving this year, or Christmas, or any time of the year. Okay, so just a little bit of a reminder. I really do appreciate, and God bless you for doing that. I really appreciate that. Hey, Granny Moreno, love you so much. Head on over, please. Anybody viewing this needs to, not should just want to, needs to head over to the Granny Moreno channel. I am not just saying that. The videos are not long, but the videos are powerful. She is so, Miss Moreno, you are so gifted by the Lord with your inspirational words. I really mean that. I can't wait every day to watch your videos. They're so inspiring. They're so faith-based, and you just feel so good. You just watch the video, and she reminds us of hope. This is what we need today. We're craving hope in a world of negative, can't, don't, won't. No, you go to that channel. I really mean it. And please tell her that Jan from New York City sent you there. Now, what's this? Funky chicken. Funky chicken, what? Listen, that tune is not for Jan from New York City. Okay. Did you see the line in Georgia for free food? Yeah, okay. Yes, okay. I thought I saw, like I was walking around, straightening up, and they were mentioning this. Thank you, W. Sue, for the mention of that. I'm looking like, my mouth dropped to the floor. 5 miles of cars or people waiting for food lines. What is that telling us? That's not good. We have to do our part. So I believe if we could all start with 1 can at a time, every one of us, it's a help. It's a big help. Granny, you know I love you. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I could look at you and say, I really love you. You are a true inspiration. God bless you always. Head on over to that channel. Well, listen, it looks like it's time for me to go because I definitely exceeded 15 minutes. And I do respect everyone's time. You know what? Yes, we're coming on Thanksgiving with the help of the good Lord. But I think in between, Steve and I will do like a short live, possibly tomorrow. I'll confirm that with Steve in a few minutes. That way we can, get everything squared with the stuff that we both wanted to stay. But there was technical issues, so I'm sorry about that. Some things, like I said, are totally beyond my control. Okay. Hey, listen, thank you all so much for showing up. You really make my day. I really do appreciate your time. And when I say that, I'm not just blowing off hot air. I really mean it. I really do appreciate everybody's time. So in the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. Thank you so much for commenting and being here. I'll probably come back live tomorrow. I'll send out a little notice, okay? Have a wonderful day in between. Stay safe, stay happy, do what you can do, and like what you're doing. Have a great day.